Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome in. How we doing today? Stream over video? You don't mean that, Daryl. You don't mean that. I have been working on it, and it's gonna be a good video for you guys. It's gonna be a fun chunk roll. It's gonna have a lot of explanation. Probably more explanation than I've even given in the stream so far. You know, I think it'll be a good one. It's my first ever time editing a chunk rolling stream. So interesting that way. And I think I've kind of set a standard for chunk rolling videos, because there's like watching people roll chunks in videos for like the past 2 years or so, and I've always had like my own ideas of like how I can make that better, and I've finally gotten to put it into a video. And yeah, it's good. I think it'll be really good. I think you guys will like it, but I need some help for the video. I need some footage. I need you guys to be in the footage as well. If you guys are interested in scouting implings, join my friends chat, Cox Chunk. I need to make a clip for the video of a lot of people in the friends chat. So even if you're not scouting, join the friends chat for a little bit, Cox Chunk. I want a lot of people in here for the video, just so I can basically take a picture of it and just see how many people are in the friends chat. But you know, you don't have to if you don't want to, obviously. But I also like want to get some scouters in game. I want to line some of you guys up and you know, just do some B-roll that way. So if you are if you've helped scout, or you're planning on helping scouting, we'll be getting a bunch of people together. I want like at least 6 or 7. So yo gang, thank you for the resub. 6 months, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back. What's good, sexy? Hey, buddy. Good to see you. The impling the fire battle staff bounty is at 1.5 billion, if you guys didn't know. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Artisti, welcome in. Daryl, welcome in, of course. Rama, welcome in. Chozo, welcome in. I do think I need to update the luckies thing. I'll update that. I got a few more luckies since the last stream. Where's it at? There it is. I got a red dragon mask. I don't know if you guys knew that. What else did I get recently? Probably nothing important, since I can't even remember it. We'll get that command updated though. Yeah, welcome in, guys. If you guys missed it earlier, join my friends chat, Cox Chunk, if you're planning on scouting. I want to get a clip for the video with a lot of people in the friends chat, just to promote scouting and stuff. So plus, if you are scouting or planning on scouting or have scouted in the past, I want to do like an in-game kind of B-roll close-up of a bunch of the people who have scouted so far. Yeah, you can just hang out in here, Tomo. Yeah. You can just hang out in here. You don't have to be scouting to be in the friends chat. But yeah, Pakshung friends chat, and we're not meeting in game yet. We'll wait for some more people to get into the stream, but at some point, I want to get some B-roll of a bunch of scouters, you know, all in one place, just to kind of showcase the people who have helped so far, or like are planning to help, just to get more motivation for people to help after I post this video. So alright, Lucky's command should be updated now. Got a dragon mask, that's awesome. Yeah, kinda. Why not wear it while chopping? It's kinda ugly, I'm not gonna lie. It's kinda ugly. Yeah, they're a lot better masks than that one, especially the red one. It's kinda like a weird red, you know. What do you need to finish this chunk? How far are you? Let's make some more goals. But yeah, 85 smithing to superheat a runite bar is the current Chunk task I'm at 63 smithing, but still probably only 9% of the way there, I think, right now. 9%. I've got a few fire runes in the bank that I could use, but that won't really get me that far at the moment. Close to a magic level though. I might use some fire runes soon to try and push that magic level. Every magic level helps at the necromancer because it's more magic defense. Okay, join the friends chat, guys. Cox Shunk, just for a quick clip for the video. In a second here, guys. You'll be in the video. Your name will be in the video. I at least want to get it like to the end here. So was that like 4 more people? 3 more people? Black Dragon D-head body. Yes, I will for sure take that. For sure. Let Tivo sign, will do, buddy. For the RNG. Also, if you want to scout Lucky Implings, you're more than welcome to. Exclamation mark Lucky, exclamation mark Scout. Bring Dark Allure. There's 2 different locations, Cogsbank or Shazian. New video out tomorrow, guys. I just need to get these clips, and I just want to do a quick stream today just because I felt like it, to be honest. Maybe we can do like an editing portion of the stream. I think I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna get to the necromancer now. Nice and simply. Water runes, we'll take it. I used up all the Torstal and Snapdragons that I had recently, so we got a big stack of those potions here. 14 super strengths, 23 stamina potions. Used potions, but yeah, that's a lot for the future. Yeah, I don't catch many nature implings anymore, so there's not many I can get, but I think I'm gonna try and get some regular attack potions from the tournaments. Because since I have once I go for speeds again, I'm gonna need more attack potions for pre-pots for Tecton. I mean, if you want to. This is enough people, so you don't have to. Yeah, I'll log out on this one. That way more of you can get into the picture. But yeah, let me do a quick video of it. But yeah, if you guys want to scout, exclamation mark Lucky, exclamation mark Scout. The prize is at 1.5 bill. 1.5 bill for the fire battle staff now. I'm also starting today. I'm increasing the number of the amount that I pay per Lucky as well. It's going to be increased to 10 mil because of a lot of generosity from people donating GP to scouters. So yeah, if you scout a Lucky Impling and it's not the fire battle staff, you can still get 10 mil for that. So extra incentive for you guys. I'm gonna be posting a video about it tomorrow, so that hopefully there's gonna be a lot more people scouting as of tomorrow, and we can really push this thing, honestly. I did a lot more like deeper calculations for this fire battle staff, or sorry, not for the fire battle staff, for the necromancer grind. And before I did anything, it was more like 4,000 hours for the chunk total. I never did the calculations on how long actually the superheating itself would take, but it's about 750 hours for just the superheating, guys. Just the superheating part. 125,000 superheats plus banking is like 700 to 750 hours. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, we need 500,000 fire runes. I've gained wherever the how is it? So I've gained 42,444 fire runes from the necromancer so far. I started with like 5,200, I think, is what I started with when I rolled this chunk. So we've used only a fraction of the amount of fire runes so far. Yeah, welcome in, guys, if you're just getting in, by the way. I want that. Bucket bar. Technically, that's herb lore secondary, so. I already have a stale baguette, by the way, pancakes. Yo, Gas Can coming in with a resub as well. Keep it up, loving the content. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome back. I should be streaming again tomorrow, guys, after the video comes out. Alright, guys, we're going to do a group picture for scouting and plings. Bring whatever fashionscape you want to world 322. Easy, and let me show you guys where. Right here. World 322, we're going to do a group picture for scouters. I want you guys to like line up in a line facing this direction, and then I'm going to just make like some B-roll aerial footage. Good thing. World 322. Sadly, the cursed emulated magics have gone down so much. They're like less than 7k right now. So bad. Hopefully they go back up in price. I want them over 10k again. I don't know why they've gone down so much recently. I actually thought since, I don't know if you guys watched Josh's latest video, but he kind of, well, he showcased a method that uses the Cursed Amulet of Magic. I thought more people might know about it for that, but I don't know, maybe people have been, maybe more people have been, what am I saying? I've been killing the necromancer. I don't know. I haven't seen any more people around here, but it's really hard to find people, I guess. I mean, I don't hop through every world. I skip German worlds and Australian worlds, so there could be people on those worlds far. I'd back up a little bit because like these trees are in the way, so like back up like 3. There you go. That's perfect. So I need people in a line right here. Right with PK all. World 322, guys. 322 Shazian. This area here, right next to the necromancer. $322. 322. I can't saturate demand. I'm an Iron Man and I haven't dropped over any amulets. Am I on a different world? No, I'm on 322. You're at the right entrance. I'm right next to the necromancer. $322, right next to the necromancer. I want to get a straight line of people. I said get fashionscape and you guys are just in mining gear and runecrafting gear. And you guys can like loop some emotes too. Yeah, I just need bodies really, so even if you haven't scouted anything yet, you can come. You try scouting for a bit and then give up and go to Runecraft. Fair enough, and then you don't have to de-gear. That makes sense. But yeah, The bounty for the fireball staff has been increased to 1.5 bill. I actually really need to change those commands now, don't I? Yo, segue, resubbing with the primer. Welcome in, brother. Appreciate you stopping by and dropping the primer as well. Just so you know, guys, double check. Make sure you don't have an active Prime sub, because every Prime sub that doesn't get used goes to another facelift for Jeff Bezos' wife. I know, it's true. And soon, her mouth is going to be on her forehead. He's going to have to be on his tippy toes to kiss her. It's a tragedy, honestly. So make sure you don't waste your Prime subs. But yeah, 322. Asian. I need bodies. I need people in a row. People who are scouting or planning on scouting, or just people who want to be in the video, I guess. I would thought more people would want to be in the video right now. Surprising. I don't have much time nowadays, but I'll make sure to give Prime to Go Chunker. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It does help. Keeps me going. Yeah, I gotta like change the lucky commands now, I guess. 1.5 bill hot. Absolutely insane. And 10 mil per lucky impling scouted as well. So even if you don't get the fireball staff, you find a lucky impling, you're gonna make some GP. World 322, right next to the Necromancer and Shazian. See, it's like the southwest entrance. There we go. There's another one. I think I have to wear a cape. I think you've got time because people are taking their sweet time for it. Come on, guys. I need some people. I need some bodies for some B-roll. If you want to be in the video, World 322, south of Shazian, right next to the Necromancer. I could use like 1, 2, 3 more people at least. 3 more. Some quick B-roll. It won't take much of your time, I promise. 3 more people, World 322. Right next to the Necromancer. Alright, now I lost aggro. Oh, Chunk Spectator coming in with the Prime sub as well for 8 months, my man. Luck on the fire staff. Thank you so much. Did you, brother? Good to see you. World 322, I need 3 people. 3 people for some B-roll. You're not visible on stream? Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Coming, finishing farm run. Okay. If you're coming, then I just need 2 more people. 5 people? Oh. I think I have entity hider on. I do. Fuck. I'm sorry. I had entity hider on. Alright, loop some emotes. And I also want player indicators on. And join friends chat as well. Yeah. So that your names show up. Join Cox Chunk friends chat. Where'd the other person go? There he is. Had to get some new fashion scape, probably. Alright. Join Cockshunk Friends chat. So you show up. There you go. Alright. Get the right angle. Too fast. This is part of the background stuff when it comes to making videos that you guys don't always see. Let's make it a bit slower. Yeah, that's good. Might be a little bit too far up. Right. That's what I want right there. Perfect. I love the chaos of it. Okay, that's perfect. That's all I need. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys want to keep scouting, you're more than welcome to. I'm pretty much always scouting on at least one account, so. But yeah, we'll hopefully get a fire battle staff once this video comes out and more people are aware of what's going on. You know what I mean? Back to scouting, guys. Let's get a fire battle staff today. Today could be the day. Today could be the day. You never know. Could be the day. Up to 91 total implings so far. 27,578 Necromancer KC as well. It's funny that like the total GP gained is less than it was like 3 months ago because of how much these amulets have crashed. Yo Jay, what's up? Welcome in. Cloud, welcome in. Cloud Alien. VPN's being crappy, can't open the link. Nothing interesting recently from the Luckies. Since we rolled this chunk specifically, I've gotten 3 upgrades. The cape on my back, blessing, and unholy as well, which is probably the best blessing I could have gotten. This is probably the best cloak I could have gotten too, because Bandos is required for a clue step. And then also got a black axe, which is not much of an upgrade from steel, but still an upgrade for axe. It's that the black axe is actually rarer than an adamant axe from a lucky impling, and a rune axe from a lucky impling. So yeah, the cape's nice. Yeah, I didn't have any cape that gave stats before this, so very nice. I do kind of wish I could wear the cape that I spent thousands of hours to get, but it's still fine. Yo, Gaming Cop coming in with the Prime as well. 19 months. Good to see you, brother. Welcome in, welcome in. Any lucky could be the one, though. 1 in 170 for Fire Battle Staff, so it could happen. We're at 91 total implings. We're halfway to the drop rate. More than halfway to the drop rate, so it could happen. Even if we go past the drop rate, I'm pretty sure we'll, it'll still be a massive time save. Get a Fire Battle Staff still, even if we go over the drop rate. But yeah, anybody can help scout implings. !lucky! !scout in the chat. See the locations. And we now upped the bounty to 1.5 bill. 1.5 for whoever finds the lucky impling that gives me the Fire Battle Staff. That's like a shadow, right? Is that pretty much what a shadow is at? Oh my gosh, shadow's cheap as hell. What the hell? Oh my god, that's terrible. Is it a twisted bow? That's almost a twisted bow value. I should just say I'll give away a twisted bow. Damn. How much is a scythe? 0.5, over 1.5 as well. Yeah, shadow not used for doom. Yeah, that's right. That's really why. But yeah, I mean, makes sense. I'm sure the next boss where shadow's good at, it'll go back up. But honestly, buy a shadow if you're trying to merch, honestly. This bow giveaway sounds hella on brand. Yeah, yeah. Also paying 10 mil now per lucky impling, so that as well. The thing about like saying a twisted bow though is that we can't add to it. Really. Because the thing about GP is people can keep adding to the pot and the pot gets bigger and bigger. Where if it's a twisted bow, like I can give away twisted bow and money, but I do like the amount of GP going up. It kind of sounds better, I guess. This is bow and 400 dragon arrows, yeah. Or just giving away amounts of dragon arrows with it. But the thing about it too is like I don't want to buy a twisted bow with the GP that people have given me for this giveaway, and then if the twisted bow like tanked, then that would be like less money that I'm giving away in general. Whereas like if I give away 1.5 bill, people can buy whatever they want with that money, so. Or like if I gave away a twisted bow and they didn't need a twisted bow, yeah, they would get merched kind of hard on it. But I could say like 1.5 bill pot, and that's basically a twisted bow. Going to Lion King Roll's pockets, exactly, yeah. More money into the GE tax, I guess. That cat had it for too long yet. True, true. Yeah, so if you're scouting implings, the best way to let me know that you found an impling is to join the friends chat, Cox Chunk. Other than that, I do always have my private on, so even if I'm not streaming, you guys can scout for these implings. And if I'm really not paying attention, you can also add me in my Discord, !Discord if you're not in the Discord yet. And in the impling section, you can add me if you have a lucky impling and I'm not paying attention, so that way I get like a notification on my phone for it. But yeah, those are all the different ways that you can let me know you find one. And you know, we can make the most of people scouting for implings. A spot's better than others? Not like really, like, but you gotta be careful at the Cox Bank because there's a lot more other people around that might steal the impling. So, if you do find a lucky impling at Cox Bank, make sure you lure it away from people. Away from the bank, away from like the fishing spot area, where people aren't gonna see it. Just so like there's less chance that people are going to steal it. You could also name drop me. If somebody's trying to catch it, you can ask them not to, say it's for Cox Chunk, and in the past that's helped for people to off it, so that's an option as well. Pay them 5 mil to off. You could do that too. Yeah. Yeah. That way you get 5 mil, they get 5 mil. And close to 25 million strength XP. Not too far. I wonder if the changes of drop rate that they did recently really had much of an effect on Shadow's price. Because they made Shadow less common at lower invocation and more common at higher invocation. Like, you can still technically get it from 0 invocation, I think, but probably insanely rare. And then at like, let's say 500 invocation TOA, definitely more common at. I don't know if it's still like rarer than a ring or a fang, but yeah. Yo, thank you, Gaming Cop, for the pin message. Absolute king. I can't wait to post another picture on Twitter. The amount of people that got like, the amount of like people saw that post that I made about 20k KC, like showing 30k KC would probably blow people's minds. I don't know. Crazy. Maybe I'll show you guys a little bit of the editing process today after this trip. And I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, streaming and editing video that I need to edit. But I don't want to give away too much of the video for you guys, but the part that I need to edit, that I have left to edit, you guys already know about anyway. About the impling scouting. Warmy, welcome in. Yeah, you know what? I'll bank now. I'm gonna go cut some grass, pop in later. Sounds good, Gaming Cop. I won't be streaming for too long, so if I don't see you, have a good rest of your day, man. Nah, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait to edit. I don't know if you guys want to see editing. You'd probably just rather see Necromancer kills if I were to guess. Look at me and thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for the resub as well, as always. Sending the primer. And 19 months is crazy. It's definitely one of the highest, I feel. 19 months is insane. Come on, hit me, Necromancer. Oh. Okay. So I did like some extra calculations on Necromancer kills per hour, and like in the first 10 minutes I can usually get 10 kills, which is 60 kills per hour obviously. Then when I'm hopping worlds is about 120 kills per hour. So, and then the trip times are usually between 45 minutes and an hour. So when you factor that out, if every trip was 45 minutes, it'd be like 104 kills per hour. Because of the waiting 10 minutes for the aggro, and every 1 hour trip would be 106 average kills per hour. So, or not 106, 108. So 106 if it's between 45 and an hour, pretty much. So I did calculations. I mean, technically, if I'm being efficient, it's 106 kills per hour, but I like round down to 100 kills per hour, and if it's 100 kills per hour and I have to kill approximately 325,000 necromancers, which I probably won't have to kill quite as many as that, but I think it'll be less than 300,000 either way. But yeah, it's 3,000 hour grind just for necromancer at least. And I also calculated the actual superheating part. And just superheating, it's like 3 ticks per superheat. And you do like 5 in inventory, and then it takes about 2 to 3 ticks to bank. Probably 3. 3 ticks to bank every 5 ores or so, but I mean it's less banking when I'm doing like gold and stuff, so it was kind of hard to calculate exactly how long all the superheating is going to take, but about 700 hours of just superheating, basically, if I had to do all 125,000 superheats, which I think I pretty much will. Like, the only thing that's really hard to factor in is the lamping, which, since I've been editing and I've been on trees, I've gotten like a lot more random events that give lamps and stuff. So, you know, every random event that I get lamps in is just less superheats I have to do in the long run, but it's insanely hard to calculate that. But I mean, obviously, like, a lot of XP is going to come from lamping, especially since I'm going to be in this chunk for so incredibly long. It's a smithing grind. I have to get 85 smithing to superheat our runite bar. That is the task, but obviously it's going to be a lot of magic levels along the way. Magic levels help too. Every magic level is more magic defense, which the necromancer obviously is a mage, so the less prayer flicking I'll have to do if I had better magic defense. Yeah, we can get some more scouters. Ooh, I actually just found a dragon impling. The more scouters we get, the better chance we have of getting a fire battle staff and potentially saving multiple thousands of hours of killing this necromancer. So, you know, if you guys do find dragon implings while scouting for lucky implings, I will take them. I won't say no to a dragon impling. They're just too good long term, basically. Like the darts that I can get, dragon darts, bones for future prayer levels. I've already got like a few banked prayer levels in just bones from dragon implings that I've gotten while rolling this chunk. Kind of crazy. Yeah, join my friends chat if you're scouting. Best place to let me know if you found one. If not, you can tell me in Twitch chat. You can message me privately. You can post my Discord if I'm not live and you find something. All that is doable for sure. Yeah, !mark lucky if you want more information. !mark scout if you want the exact locations. Scouts. About to get this dragon impling. For some glories, that's kind of future alks. Not really much else I can use them for, unfortunately. Yeah, we're up to 91 lucky implings since rolling this chunk. We've caught it like close to 200 dragon implings since rolling this chunk for sure. Pretty cool. And since rolling this chunk, I've caught 46 lucky implings. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good amount. Like, it took me over a year to get as many lucky implings as I got in the first chunk before I rolled. And we've almost doubled that in just a few months, which is really good. And I think after this video comes out, we're gonna get a lot more scouters. A lot more people interested. Maybe a lot more people donating to the pot as well. So the pot could grow. $1.5 bill for whoever catches the lucky impling gives me fire battle staff. That's pretty insane. I honestly never thought the pot would reach that much, to be honest, but a lot of generosity and people donating. Put in like 300 mil of my own money into it. 10 mil per lucky impling scouted as well. That amount's gone up. One more minute and then I lose aggro. Man, if it wasn't for like the losing aggro, the kills per hour would be so much better. Also, like the delay of world hopping too. I've thought through a few things that might be helpful for like doing that. One thing that really sucks, I did try something recently and found something out. You can hit over this cauldron, but you can't hit over this briar. So I was thinking of bringing like a magic short bow or a twisted bow, standing like outside of the necromancer's range because they don't have a huge range. I forget, but I'm pretty sure if I stood like way back here, I could hit the necromancer over the cauldron, but this briar's in the way. And then like if it doesn't hit me, then I could hop worlds like right away, but yeah. One thing I've thought through recently, not sure if intentional or hilarious timing. Not intentional for sure. Twitch just kind of throws the ads out sometimes. I typically don't really pay much attention to the ad timing unless it's unless we're like raiding and I want to get the ad in before like the end of the raid, because that would be way worse timing. I don't know when the ad's done. You can let me know and I can re-explain that. Done. Okay, yeah, so my thought process that I was going to explain before the ad came on was having a twisted bow and trapping the necromancer behind the cauldron so I could attack it without it being able to attack me. Heli grab the loot and the arrows and then hop worlds faster than I could because of the 10-second delay of hopping. But the briar that's over here, you can't shoot over it. You can shoot over the cauldron, but you can't shoot over that briar. It's kind of dumb. Like, I don't know if I can do it, like, he can't attack me and I can't attack him. So in game terms, like, this cauldron goes up to there and you can shoot over it. This briar extends all the way to the ceiling and you can't shoot over it in like the game's code. Funny. Doing Rye things, welcome in. Yeah, a lot of stalagmites and stuff are like that too. Kind of like shoot or miss on on all the things in the game, like what works that way, what doesn't. And there's not like a bunch of consistency across the game when it comes to that stuff either, so yeah, it's weird. Did fire rune drop there? I think somebody died during the streamer DMM because there's a tile like that in Edgeville. No, someone didn't. Sparkmac got hit by Odablock. pretty sure, but he couldn't plant a flower in one tile of the game because there used to be a stalagmite there that got removed, but the code of like being able to plant flowers there was never changed. So the game still thinks that there's an item there even though there isn't. And you can walk there, but you can't plant flowers there. Yeah, that's what it was. It's quirky things about the game like that. And who knows if they'll ever like change that, 'cause it's not like it's not like that's ever a problem except for those niche situations like that. It's crazy. Like, I mean, they could comb through the game and try and find every instance of something like that where like you should be able to plant flowers there, but you can't because of some bad code, and they could try and comb through the entire game just to do that. But the odds of like that happening was so insanely low because I don't know, maybe if you comb through the entire game there might be like 10 instances of that on. If you comb through every single tile of the entire game there might be like 10 instances like that. But like if there's like I don't know, maybe this mushroom here, this mushroom, you might not be able to plant flowers on something like that, you know, or like the where it has like the crystals on the ground, like some, or like on the, like you can't stand on this tile with the skulls on it, but you can stand on this one with the mushrooms, and you can stand on these ones with the crystals on it. But like, yeah, some floor, just like absolute like scenery type things you just can't stand on, or you can't plant flowers onto. I know like there's a few tiles in the wilderness specifically that have like small flowers that are like completely just scenery, and you can't plant flowers on the flowers, which makes sense like generally. Kind of funny though. That was such a funny clip, yeah. That was definitely one of the best moments of the DMM, was hearing him freak out over that. And like Sparkmax's reaction of like escaping was like, he was so traumatized about it, but he had no idea like why he escaped. He was so confused. But yeah, definitely one of the best moments of the DMM. Honestly, it's such a content farm. Oh my god, I would love to be in the DMM All-Stars, guys. I would love to. Maybe next year. Maybe the year after, I don't know. I've got to grow in popularity a little bit more, though, I think. Potentially. We might have a long way to go before that, to be honest. My god, kill it. In like ones. Damn it. They should just deck out chunkers and loot and let them roam their chunks as bosses. What? Between like flicking, tick eating, etc., the game would honestly be dead if it was ever coded. Was better coded. Kind of, yeah. Some things that have just been in the game for so long have just become mechanics. But that's completely by accident. And if it was like, I don't know, if it was bad or too OP in a lot of instances, it would have been fixed, I guess. Yo, Link coming in with the resub, 2 months. Appreciate you, man. Here's to many more months of Necromancer. Oh, don't say that. No, no. We're gonna get the staff. We're gonna be out of the Necromancer soon. Gonna be positive, right? Positive. I was gonna suggest grabbing the gourmet implings for Chef's Delight to save time in future cooking grind. Realize you got 93 cooking already from bats. I also have like a lot of Chef's Delight already. I've got 27 in the bank. I don't really think I'll need much more. That's just Earth Impling though. I guess I'll keep a unicorn horn. That's a future herbal or secondary. How many luckies per week do you get? I'm trying to average 5 per week. I think we're down. I think it's more like 4 right now. July, August, September. It's been pretty much 3 months exactly since I rolled this chunk. Yeah, it's literally been 3 months exactly, so I can calculate that right now. I've gotten 46 since rolling this chunk. Wait, what? Under 4 average. We were at a 5 average for a while. To be honest, guys, there's been a lot less people scouting recently. It's hard to keep the momentum up while I'm like editing and not streaming every day kind of thing. Obviously, like a lot more people are down to scouting plays when I'm streaming and I'm talking about it, but if I don't for a while, then people don't. You guys are more than welcome to scout while I'm not streaming, as long as I'm like online. On my chunk man, I banked 91 fishing with lobbies for manta rays. And while cooking, I realized I already had a +5 boost in the bank. At least I got infinite food now. Yeah, definitely gotta look ahead in those aspects. Like, a lot of people like want surprises when they're playing a chunk, like a chunk count, an account like this in general. But you gotta kind of look forward, or yeah, you might be like thrown through a loop or make a mistake like that. So I like to thoroughly comb through my chunks and stuff like that. A plugin is it that lets you search the bank? Called Bank Memory. How many fire more and how many you got at the moment? Well, I've used enough fire runes to get 63 smithing. I've gotten a total of 42,608 from necromancers, and in the bank currently I have 355 plus 116 in the inventory, and I probably need another 450,000. So, Glowing Octopus, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. 19 months. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome in. The total amount of fire runes needed 500,000 for 125,000 superheats, approximately. I like to use nice even numbers when doing calculations. You'll see that in the video. I use a lot of even numbers and I round to make things look pretty. But yeah, there's no reason to put exact amounts, especially when it's mostly speculation anyway, because there's no possible way to get the exact amount that I need, especially since, you know, I get fire runes from necromancers mainly, but I'm also killing zombies, which have given me some passive fire runes. I've caught essence implings randomly, which give me some passive fire runes. I get lamps and books that give me smithing XP, so that's less fire runes I have to get. So, you know, 500k is just a nice clean number that's around what it's gonna be. But this is a comparatively boring grind compared to your starting chunk. It's more interesting than fletching. I get more out of this than fletching as well. Like, look at these runes, dude. Getting these kind of runes on any Iron Man is like crazy. I'm gonna have hundreds of thousands of law runes, hundreds of thousands of nature runes, hundreds of thousands of cosmic runes, hundreds of thousands of blood runes, hundreds of thousands of chaos runes, hundreds of thousands of death runes. I'm gonna have multiple hundreds of thousands of like all of these more common runes. It's gonna be crazy. Like, other chunk counts are probably gonna be pretty jealous about that. I mean, it's gonna be deserved because this is such a long grind. But fletching, I got like nothing out of it. All I got was like the ability to make dragon darts and and a huge stack of longbows in the bank. You can see I got 754,000 longbows unstrung in the bank. That's basically all I have to show for doing all that fletching. Where this, I get so much more out of it. I also personally hate world hopping, so I would not fuck with this grind. I mean, yeah, I don't like world hopping either. The thing that sucks most about world hopping is the lack of random events or just less random events. Like, I have to wait out a 10-minute timer to de-aggro anyway, so that's guaranteed like 2 chances of a random event every time that happens. Sometimes 3, sometimes I get to 15 minutes, just depending on like how much I'm FKing at the bank and stuff. But yeah, it's like that's the worst part about it. Like I'm kind of numb to world hopping now. I world hopped so much for the fletch and grind. I've got like a quick hop key on like my mouse to click, so it's not hard to do it. I can do this grind one-handed, and that's not too bad. Longbow's GE worth, I don't know, it fluctuates quite a bit actually. I'll have to wait till I get to the bank because I don't think it just tells you. If I actually sold them in the GE, I'd probably never sell them all, because it's not like a commonly traded item anyway. I'm doing this spell in between the monster inspect, just for some passive magic levels. You guys were wondering about that. It uses body runes and mind runes. It's a new spell on the normal spellbook. And it's basically like Monster Examine on the lunar spellbook, except it gives slightly less information. But yeah, it's basically just passive magic training. I can get 30 to 60 passive magic XP per world hop, since you have to wait 10 seconds after combat to stop hopping, to start hopping worlds anyway. I'm new to OSRS, so I'm asking this not to put you down or anything like that, but if Tella does Inferno, would that be more, less, or equally impressive than starting and completing Cox? It would be mechanically more impressive, because completing the Inferno in bad gear is just, you have to be extremely skilled to do that. So skill wise it'd be harder, and it might end up being more time depending on how much like resupplying each run takes, how much the actual runs take, and how far on this crazy hunter grind he's taken does. So I think it would be more impressive if he got the cape. I honestly don't think he's gonna get the cape. I think it's gonna be too difficult. Like some of the best PBMers in the entire game have told them that they don't think it's possible, or they think it's possible, but it would be harder than like the hardest cape ever. Like I think Exact, who's probably one of the best players at Inferno, specifically in the entire game, he completed the Inferno on a level 35 account, which I think is the lowest combat level account, maybe 34 or 35, something like that. 34 or 35 combat, he got an Inferno cape. And he said it would be harder than that, but possible. Exact also did a 1 defense, no overhead prayer Infernal cape, and he said it would be harder than that too. Like, at the end of the day, it's a skill issue. Like he just needs to get better at the game, but he needs to like get as good as the #1 player in the game. And you look at these #1 players, you look at them play, it's usually like, I don't know, it's not like something that it is something that they learned over time, but there's also like a little bit of like, they were born with this type of thing. You think that anyway, because I mean, they just learn things maybe faster. Maybe like the tick system just comes more just more easily to them, or like they didn't have to undo any bad habits. Like I have a lot of bad habits when it comes to this game. I had a lot of bad habits. Like I'm really bad at like timing different tick cycles at once. Like Ray Mage, Ray Strength, Ray Mage, Ray Strength. Like you have to, I can't keep up with like a 4-tick attack speed of the Necromancer plus like the 6-tick attack speed of the Eldermaw at the same time. Like I can't do that. That's something like my brain can't comprehend that. Maybe I could learn that over time, but like I'm better at 1-tick flicking than I am at like lazy flicking too. Like I was going to like attack this Dark Warrior, so every 6 ticks I have to just turn on my prayer for 1 tick. So I have to like in my head have stick ticks in my head. And I can do it, but I'm worse at that than just one tick flicking in essence. So yeah, to get that good at the game, you have to unlearn bad habits if you like already play the game a certain way. Like a lot of people think that they can never get an Infernal Cape because they've always played the game in like a lazy kind of way, where like they don't prayer flick, you know, they don't think too much about movement. A lot of people don't think about their movement too much. Like they'll just like click on the monster and run to it, where like some people who are like really good at PVM will like track their movement towards that monster every time that they attack something. So it's kind of like something embedded in some of these really great players that just sets them apart in a big way. So would it be possible for Telecon to do this? Yes. How possible is it? Like 1 in a million players skill wise. That big of a difference. 1 in like a million. Crazy kind of stuff. If it were me, if I had his account in his area, I wouldn't have ever lamped Hunter. Wouldn't have ever done it. At least not at first. Like I might have lamped it in preparation for Puro. Like I would have gotten 16, maybe 17. If you, in my opinion, I would have gone for an Infernal Cape if I had Puro with Lucky Implings, because then you can get a Rune Crossbow, you can get Blessed Hide, you could go for all of these Lucky Impling upgrades and just have a 1,000 times easier time grinding the Inferno, whereas when you stop at like Ninja Implings, which I think he's doing, it's gonna be so much harder. Anyway, Irv coming in with the raid party. Welcome in. Irv coming in with the resub as well for 15 months. My man. Appreciate you. Hope the stream went well. I stopped by for a bit. The plank collecting man himself. When I collect planks, it's because I die. A lot. When Verve collects planks, it's on in Toronto. Welcome in, guys. If you don't know, I'm also an Extreme One Chunk Iron Man. I started at the Chambers of Zarek, hence Cox Chunk. And about 3 months ago, pretty much exactly 3 months ago, we rolled our first chunks. And we rolled all the way to Shazian. So do not comment on what my chunk map looks like. It's a frying pan. Nothing else. Yeah, our current grind is 85 smithing to superheat a Runite bar. I have to do that because I unlocked the Necromancer, which is a primary source of fire runes. I have to collect 500,000 fire runes, which means about 300,000 Necromancer kills. So that's what our grind is. We do have the potential to skip a lot of that grind if we get a fire battle staff from Lucky Impling. So on the side, I, on my second account here, plus a lot of other people are scouting for Lucky Implings. And we currently have a 1.5 billion GP bounty on a fire battle staff. So if you find the Lucky Impling that gives me a fire battle staff, 1.5 bill. And I'm also paying 10 mil per Lucky Impling as well. That just went up also. Peacocks, yes sir. Junk Max bricked up. Yeah. Of course, the Cox, man. Got a Cox looking map. It's had to happen. Jagex just, or not Jagex, I guess, but I think Source rigged it. I think he wanted that. That's my conspiracy theory for the day. I saw you comment under one of his recent videos. Yeah, I support Telecon. Even if he's going for crazy things that I don't think are possible, I'm still gonna support him because he's a friend. The only boss I've ever done is a war, and I'm completely clueless as to how things are in OSRS. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I played super lazy, and I had to unlearn things to get good at PVM, and that's where a lot of people struggle with learning the game. I think a lot of players who like start playing the game now are better at PVM than a lot of people who have played for many years because of that. Isn't 35 also just from XP gained during Inferno? 35. Oh yeah, the 35 combat account. Yeah, most of the XP for that account's reigned in the Inferno, which is funny. But yeah, insane accomplishment when he got that. Intentionally staying out of shape to keep their pulse in sync with tick cycle. Honestly, most of the best PVMers in the game are pretty fit. So I wouldn't say that. Or they're at least like, they're skinny anyway, or I don't know exactly, but yeah. Not too out of shape, I guess. Hey, I'm brand new OSRS player viewer with literally zero experience. I got membership off the rip and wanted a few guides, but they all talk about being free to play first, then members. Should I skip the free to play quests and start members quests? And if so, where do I start? Alright, so there's one. Anyway, if you're using guides, I think you should start with a few. That would change like which quest you should start with. One quest you definitely should start with is Witch's House. Witch's House is a members quest. It's in Cavalry, and I'd recommend looking up a guide for it because there's some safe spots on how to kill the monster at the end. But you end that quest with like a really good chunk of hit points XP, and that'll help you survive in a lot of things. After that, you want to do the quest called Waterfall. That'll get you a ton of attack and strength levels. And then you can do also some other quests that'll give you a lot of combat levels, like Tree Gnome Village. Troll Stronghold's another one, I guess. What's the other one? The other gnome one called? Grand Tree. The Grand Tree quest is another one. Another good quest for XP is Tourist Trap. You can use it on like agility. A lot of people don't like training agility early. I would definitely recommend training agility early. If you get a lot of agility levels early in your account, you're gonna have a lot better time getting around the game. Also, magic is a really good skill to get up early because you unlock teleports that allow you to get around the game quicker too. But yeah, those would be probably the members quest that I would go for early on. I said my browser crash. Doesn't look like the stream got hurt from that, but reload my browser. Crazy. I've been having Opera GX crash a lot. I don't know if anybody here uses Opera GX as well, but have you guys been having the same problem as well? Because yeah, mine's been crashing a lot recently. Can you get from Corinne to Varlamore in the south? You can through this mountain pass here, but you still need the quest in Varrock to be able to do that. That's still a hard requirement, so personally I won't be able to get to Varlamore until I get Varrock completely unlocked anyway, and then I'll be coming from the north. Because we forgot to eat while playing. To be honest, yeah, if I'm really invested in something, I do forget to eat while I'm playing, like leagues, and if I got like a good raid team going, I've forgotten to eat plenty of times. I was thinking Wooks when I first thought of that. People like No Monkey are actually in good shape. Yeah, No Monkey XX in really good shape. He takes care of himself. Like Sync's really good at the game. Kirby. When I think of people, Adicon. Yeah. Like, I don't think anybody's in terrible shape who's really good at the game, to be honest. I lost so much weight the first semester in uni, and I found a local pizzeria and gained it back. Usually people gain weight, I was about to say. in like freshman year of college. I did for different reasons. I did because I had a roommate who was like a gym rat, and I never went to the gym before. So I was a really skinny kid, and then he took me to the gym, and then I got addicted to going to the gym during college, so I gained weight from that. I also ate kind of terribly because of the basically like you buy a meal plan, and then you have like a buffet style food for every single meal, so you basically eat until you're completely full every single meal in college, and that's how you gain the freshman 15. But I'd say like I probably gained like 5 pounds of fat and 10 pounds of muscle my freshman year, so it was the freshman 15, but it wasn't as bad, I don't think, either way. But yeah, I had to learn what clean eating was like pretty quickly in order to not have too bad of habits for sure. I've done waterfall, been enjoying the game so far. Oh, that's good. That's good. So you're not that new, sure. But yeah, I'd recommend agility and magic, focusing on those skills early. Just do what you think is fun. As far as like money making, I don't know if you're a main account, but basically collecting items is probably the easiest way to make money starting off as like a brand new player. Just anything where you just pick up items or like buy items from shops and sell them to the GE. There's a lot of ways that you can make money doing that are pretty easy, but you'll probably get bored of those methods pretty early. But there's a few ways where you can make money while getting your skills up. Well, so looking into things like that is pretty good. If you just like cutting trees, you can just do like forestry events, cut trees, make a little bit of money on the side doing that. I recommend Desert Treasure 2 as an early quest to do. I mean, you could try and strive for Desert Treasure 1. Desert Treasure 1, Dragon Slayer 1. Those are 2 quests that people really try to shoot for early. After those 2 quests, I'd probably shoot for Recipe for Disaster. And in order to do Recipe for Disaster, you need to do a lot of quests to gain quest points, because that's a hard requirement for it. So, yeah, that'll get you to just do random quests as well, just for quest points also. But there's really no like hard and fast rule on what order you should do your quests in. But quests are really important. So as many quests as you can stand to do them as early as you can do them, basically. What was your favorite quest? My favorite quest. Tough one. I'd probably say I really like the Fremnik quest line. I've always liked the Fremnik quest line. And I think Fremnik Exiles that they did recently was kind of on point as far as like fitting in with the other Fremnik quests. I always liked to do Fremnik trials when I was younger. I really like that quest. Unguided even. I enjoyed doing it and figuring it out. A lot of puzzles to it. The Runescape Isles one was probably one of my favorite quests growing up. And yeah, like I said, Exiles kind of fit in pretty well with how it is. So I always enjoyed those quests. Miscellaneous quests as well, I guess, would be included in those. That's probably kind of a hot take, I feel. I doubt many other people feel the same way as me. Your brother, welcome in. You'll waterfall into Wintertop meta before Wintertop rework. Just 8 hardcore Ironman bonds. Yeah, but you didn't need to do that. The old way to do Wintertop, you could be like 13 HP and still like have the same hit splats as like 10 HP. I don't think a lot of people realize that. So you can do like a little bit of HP. Jokes aside, completing RFD is a great goal. Quest requirements alone will keep you busy for a while. Wide variety of content within. Yeah. Completely agree. Not even frog quests? You could do frog quests. The thing about Recipe for Disaster too is you do all the required quests, and then you still have to do more quests to get the 150 quest points. So you can do things like frog quests or like the scrambled quest, whatever you enjoy to get like those extra bits of quest points. So it's kind of perfect in that way. Yeah, current grind, guys, is 85 smithing, superheating a runite bar. I'm putting out a new video tomorrow, guys, so look forward to that. Hey, there we go. 25 million strength XP. Getting up there. We're gonna catch up to Verf one day. I know we are. Gonna happen. Pretty sure he's like over 100 million. But on this grind I might get there. Not gonna lie. Completing RFE gives so the best gloves. Yes, exactly. Barrel's gloves will be your best in slot gloves for a long time. Yo, thank you, Bob. I should be streaming again after the video comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna do a big shout out to the Lucky Impling scouting that we're doing, and hopefully we'll have more scouters starting tomorrow. If you'd like to scout, you're more than welcome to. If you just got here, by the way, join my friend's chat, Cox Chunk. That's the best place to let me know if you found a Lucky Impling. Exclamation mark scout in the chat to see where to hunt Lucky Implings. We currently have a 1.5 billion GP bounty on a fire battle staff from Lucky Impling. So if you find the Lucky Impling that gives me the fire battle staff, 1.5 billion. That's the equivalent to a twisted bow. You buy yourself a twisted bow, basically. You need a bit more money, I guess, but I did my mid-game clue guided. When I got a clue, I would just grind out requirements. Yeah, that's good too. Clues are a good motivator for doing skilling and questing. How I ended up doing whole elf chain, had hard clue east of Prif. I made 40k GP. Yes, but you also unlocked it for any future hard clue as well, which is what really matters, right? Well, it's time to bank. We can do a drop trick to get a little bit extra out of each trip. Base 70s 2 took like 3 weeks. Yeah. Worth it. Worth it. Yeah, you really can't go into those grinds thinking that like it's just for that one hard clue, and that one hard clue is gonna give you a third age piece, you know? It's just, you gotta think big picture. It's gonna give you good stats for the future. It's gonna allow you to do that step again once you get more hard clues, sort of thing. Big picture. And all the other things you unlocked from doing those quests. Yeah, this is the grind. This is the grind. If we don't get a fire battle staff, we'll be doing this for a 300,000 KC, and we're at like 9% of the way there. Who the hell? Zakis, welcome in. Yeah, I haven't been streaming as much lately. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What have you been up to, man? I know you enjoy leagues. Have you been trying out the RS3 league? I know it just came out yesterday, but me neither. Haven't played much lately. No, I've not watched. It's too confusing. I mean, I wouldn't play it for like ranks because I don't know anything about it, but I was thinking about playing it for fun, just for a couple days. Maybe adding like a short video on my second channel about my experience with it, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe take one day to stream it and try and have fun, because you know, that's what it's about. I'm tired, depressed, looking for work, tired again. Aw man, hopefully things pick up. I'm doing good though. I should have a new video out tomorrow. Been working hard on it. It's always like depressing that in between time between videos where you're like, oh, my YouTube's failing. But then you post a video and everything's okay again. That big sigh of relief. I think, you know what you need, Sankis? You just need to get a nice skeletal visage, not a skeletal visage, draconic visage, and that will cheer you up. Hard to focus right now on anything, yeah. I feel you though, I do. I do. I do miss stopping by the dragon grind streams for what it's worth. When I need a job, so I can stop stressing about it, start focusing. Yeah, that helps too. This is why I lazy edit. Yo, I'm really bad at steadily working like a little bit every day on a video. What I do is I wait until I have all the clips and then I do the whole video at once typically, which is probably bad. I want to get better at editing a little bit every day, and I have a bit of an idea for that. After I get this Cox Chunk video out, I'm going to be instantly working on Top Chunk episode 1. And when I put out Top Chunk episode 1, I'm going to be streaming a lot. So I was thinking, in order to like balance myself more, instead of like streaming like 20 hours a day of only raids, I'm going to start every day making a short. I want to put out a short every day for as long as I possibly can. And just get used to editing every day kind of thing. And maybe at the same time as I'm making short, once I get better at making shorts, I should be able to make them faster. And maybe I'll add in like a little bit of a long video editing every single day as well. So that might be something I'm trying soon. But I want to do a lot more shorts too, because I have a lot of ideas for shorts. And they're so much quicker to make that I could put out a lot pretty quickly. Plus they get a lot of new viewers to your videos, so they're like one of the best ways to market a video is to make shorts about it. Looking for a job for real is depressing and stressful. Yeah. No, I've had a lot of different jobs over the years, and I've been to a lot of different interviews and lots of different kinds of jobs, and yeah, I get it. How many necromancers can you kill per hour? About 100. Which chunk? Top Chunk. I have a Top Chunk account if you didn't know. There's the info on that account. There's gonna be, after this Cox Chunk video comes out, there's gonna be a bit of a gap between Cox Chunk videos. The reason why I wanted to put this Cox Chunk video out first was to just catch people up with my current grind. Explain that it's going to be a really, really long grind, and it's going to be hard to make videos for it because of how long and how slow the progress is. So that I can introduce a new series that I do for about 6 months or so. And then stack up clips on Cox Chunk so that I can put out more interesting videos with less gaps between the videos. So that's kind of what the plan is. So yeah, we're going to have a new account to work on. It should be fun. It's Tob ready. I've done the first 5 QBs on it. Yep. Tob as in Theater of Blood, yeah. So another raid chunker. Should be a fun one though. Definitely interesting doing raids on such an under-geared account like that. And I honestly wanted to do Top Chunk before I did Cox Chunk, but at the time I really wanted an account without any exceptions, and you had to make a small exception to get to Theater of Blood. You had to do Priest in Peril. And at the time I didn't want any exceptions, so Cox Chunk's kind of my pure account, as in like the pure chunk mana hasn't made any exceptions. Top Chunk's just gonna be like a fun one. So Cox Chunk's still gonna be top priority. Top Chunk's just for fun. and I want to make some interesting videos on it. So should be a fun few months of some videos, plus a lot of fun streams too. Do TOA chunk 2 and make them group Iron Man. No. First of all, TOA is terrible for a starting chunk. It's absolutely terrible. First off, you may need to make a lot of exceptions because the quest that unlocks TOA has quite a bit of requirements. So if I were to min-max that, start at TOA, I'd already have a base amount of stats just from doing all those things. Collecting the like the quest rewards and stuff type thing too. And then once you get to TOA, there's a lot of issues that I don't have at the other two raids, such as the raid doesn't drop chaos runes. What's used for shadow? Chaos runes. A lot of chaos runes, though I wouldn't be able to use a shadow. Not much at all, at least, but like, what's the point of doing a raid chunk if you can't use a shadow? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So personally, if I was going to do a TOA chunk, I would make an exception, bring like 10 million chaos runes with me into the chunk to use with the shadow. And then there's also the issue of ranged. TOA is different from the other raids as it's easy to solo. It's very soloable. But I wouldn't be able to solo it because I have no way to train ranged. So, like a big waste, I don't know. I'd probably bring in a bow with me too, just because of that, to be honest. Probably bring in some kind of bow. Any kind of bow. I could be like short bowing. I might bring like an oak bow if I was to do it. Just so I could use steel arrows that I'd get from maze random events, as well as iron and bronze arrows that I could get from maze random events as well. But like a normal short bow, I wouldn't be able to use a steel. Like the accuracy wouldn't really matter much. There's only one part where I'd have to use ranged during the wardens, and you also have 100% accuracy on that phase anyway. The accuracy of it doesn't matter, it's just the type of arrow that you can use that would really matter. And then I would have some use for Masori too, because I feel like the best ranged gear in the game and don't have any ranged weapon to use with it would be kind of insulting to it, I feel. I don't know. It's kind of a thought process. Raids 4 chunk. Hopefully Raids 4 could have a good starting chunk. Ask Mark. I don't know, man. He only posts a video once a year, so you never know. That's why Group Iron Man feed supplies across. I would not de-iron my cox chunk count to be a Group Iron Man. I wouldn't de-iron my top chunk count to be a Group Iron Man after doing those grinds. There's no way. No way. Never do that. Any lucky implings this week? I got one. I think it was 5 law runes I got from it. No, it was the Adamant Battle Axe. Then I got 5 law runes on the 10th. The 11th I got Adamant Battle Axe. Seeing a green helm makes me feel ill. Exactly. You're not an Iron Man at that point. How long are the 300k kills estimated to take? About 3,000 hours. 100 kills an hour. Like I said, like Fire Battle Staff would save at least like 2,000 hours. That crazy. Can you make your ads in Japan less weird? Or is that just Twitch? I don't control what ads show up. They typically base it on what you're into, so what cookies do anyway. If weird shit is showing up for your advertisements, that's what Twitch thinks you're into. Stop looking up weird shit on the internet. I feel like Twitch is extra weird a bit, yeah. I get a lot of Spanish ads. That the whole ad will be in Spanish and I'll be like, I don't speak much Spanish. So I don't really know what's going on in the ad. Tentacle corn, yeah. I'm not looking at weird shit online on the internet, then I might as well be offline. That's why you're watching me. Never watched anime in my life. Anime is underrated. It's got too much of a stigma because some of the people that watch it are weird. But not all. Not all. You just gotta avoid some animes because some animes are like... are different culture-wise in the fact that like I don't know, like brother and sister shit will come up, like really young girls. Sometimes you gotta really make sure you're watching different, like a certain kind of anime. It gets weird. It does. $12 for Turbo is well worth it. If you're on Twitch every day for a lot of time, it's definitely gonna be worth it. That's why I use YouTube Premium. By the way, guys, I'm not telling you guys not to do this, by the way. So there's a thing with YouTube right now where if you're watching a YouTube video with ad blocker on, your view doesn't count for YouTubers, which is really hurting YouTubers at the moment. So if you guys do use ad blocker, I don't blame you. Honestly, like, keep doing it if you want to do it. You don't want ads and it's working for you on YouTube. But just to let you guys know, it is like hurting the creators that you watch when you do watch them with ad blocker right now, just because of how YouTube's analytics is counting them differently now. Maybe it'll be changed, I don't know, but so you guys are aware. As a foreigner in Japan, my YouTube ads are 50-50 ads for learning Japanese and ads for learning English. Really, that's funny. Well, if you live in Japan, that's probably why you're getting Japanese advertisements. Hopefully we get some Asian servers soon for Runescape. We've been needing those for a long time. I feel like that's a market that they've really been lacking too. As like an Asian player, you probably would mostly play on probably Australian worlds, and those are probably still pretty bad for you. Maybe West Coast US, that's still pretty far. Exactly. 180 ping is my best. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Yeah. Worlds with so many mods. The Aussie worlds, yeah. Thunderous, welcome in. Why sex guy? Cox doesn't have to be sex, right? It's Cox guy. Man just likes chickens? What? That came out of left field. Ask for Tob chunk, green log Tob. Yeah, on the Tob command does have the chunk maps where you can see the list of tasks. Oh yeah, chickens, yeah. Cocks are roosters though, right? Not chickens. Same thing, right? Magpie. Diamonds. Not great loot. Roosters are chickens, hens are chickens. I know, I'm just trying to be smart. I don't know, man. I'm not a biologist. But would you ever call like a hen cock? No, right? I have chickens and I must say fuck roosters. Yeah. They wake you up at 5 a.m. every morning. They're also a lot more violent too. They'll peck the shit out of you. Yeah, extremely aggressive. Yep. They're trying to fuck. They're trying to fuck everything. You're getting in their way. Hopping at the moment, so can check. German 261, US West 128, Aussie 122, US East 182. Guess it was actually better than I remembered. Home. Yeah. Why am I so bad at PVM then? I mean, it's not about ping. Ping is a little bit different. I honestly like got pretty used to playing on like 100 ping. So I would like click early to do certain things. Which I guess just requires more. What would be the word for it? Like a faster reaction time is kind of required on higher ping worlds, pretty much. But the worst thing for PVMing, in my opinion, is tick loss. So, how much like lag there is. It's not ping, it's like lag, world lag, that affects PVM a lot. And the reason why I got so used to using UK worlds was because US East worlds had too many like ticks lost. They had too many lag spikes. So I preferred to work with bad ping over like loss of ticks and stuff. So kind of just gotta choose either or, unless you like live in the UK and you have perfect ping and 0 tick loss 100% of the time. I'm very envious of those people. Tick is 600 milliseconds, so ping isn't really an excuse the way it is in other games. Do other games typically have faster systems? But yeah, you're right, like it would take like over 100 ping or more to make a difference. So like worlds that I have like 40 ping on, 40 is my best ping that I ever get. But yeah, like 40 ping is pretty much the same as 5, kind of. Why are you killing necromancers at MAS? Yeah, the current goal is to get 85 smithing to superheat a Runite bar. I unlocked this goal for 85 smithing because I unlocked this necromancer that has that is a primary source of fire runes, drops fire runes at a rate of 1 in 16.25 at an average of 25 per drop. So it is a way that I can grind fire runes, and I need to grind fire runes to superheat this 85 smithing grind. So I'll need about 500,000 total fire runes, which means I have to kill about a total of 300,000 necromancers. So I'm at 27,714 necromancers, and so almost 10% of the way there. It's taking me like 3 months to get 10% of the way there. I've been slacking a bit on the KC. Like I could definitely do more than that. I could probably do like 1,000 KC a day if I really, once I like really get into this grind. But at the same time, we're also trying to hunt lucky implants because there's potential that I can get a fire battle staff from a lucky implant, and therefore skip grinding the fire runes completely. Then I just need a bit more nature runes, and we'd be able to do this chunk about 2,000 hours quicker. So that is another factor as well. Also, because of some generous donations from people in the community, we have a 1.5 billion GP bounty on a fire battle staff from Lucky and Blink. So if you were interested in scouting, you could help scout and potentially win 1.5 bill, as well as I'm paying 10 mil per Impling scouted as well. So you can make some sort of money, if anything, if you don't get the fire staff. But yeah, we got people scouting right now. Join my friends chat, Cockshunk, if you are interested in scouting. And !scout in the chat. You can see the 2 locations for high tier Impling spawns. And you just want to pick one of those locations and hop worlds around that area. Bring Dark Lore if you have it. Dark Lore is very helpful. But yeah, message me in the friends chat if you do find one. If I'm not paying attention to the friends chat, you can private message me. If I'm not paying attention to that, you can say it in the chat. And if I'm not streaming, you can also @ me in my Discord, !Discord, if you're interested in being part of the Discord.